Good morning, viewers. My name is Natalia Amutana, and welcome to our fourth program for Accounting Grade 9. Our topic for today is preparation of balance sheet. The lesson objectives are: number 1, explain the term balance sheet, and number 2, explain how a balance sheet is prepared. A balance sheet is a financial statement that shows the financial position of a business on a specific date. The balance sheet is prepared in 3 columns. A balance sheet is divided into 2 sections, namely the capital employed and the employment of capital. The capital employed section shows the owner's equity and the long-term liabilities. This section shows the source of money for the business. Owner's equity is calculated by capital, add net profit less drawings. Net loss is always deducted from capital if there is any. Long-term liabilities are the amount of loans that the business has borrowed, and this is added to owner's equity to determine the capital employed. Employment of capital shows the fixed assets, investment, as well as the working capital. The employment of capital shows how the business money was used. The fixed asset cost prices are listed in the second column. This could be vehicle, equipment, land and building, etc. The investment is the second part of the employment of capital. The amount of money that the business has invested with financial institution is recorded in the second column as well. The last part is the working capital. Working capital can be calculated by deducting the current liabilities from the current assets. Example of current assets could be cash, bank, if the bank has a debit balance, cash float, debtors, petty cash, and stock, and this stock should be the closing stock. Examples of current liabilities could be creditors and bank if the bank has a credit balance. We add up the cost price of the fixed asset, the investment, as well as the working capital to determine the employment of capital. The amount of capital employed should always be equal to that of the employment of capital. Let us recap on what we have learned today. We have learned about the definition of balance sheet as well as its column. We also explained the difference between capital employed and employment of capital. Before the end of the lesson, let us look at some few questions based on what we have learned today. Questions: A. What is a balance sheet? B. Explain the difference between capital employed and employment of capital. Until next time, see you.